Today I'm going to show you how to make one of these cute flat fabric flowers using our Twitter painted fabric from the Idea book and catalog and the Tasteful trim die. So the first thing you're going to do is start out with your Tasteful trim extra long die, and this is a piece of our Twitter painted fabric, and it's 20 inches by 2 inches wide, and you see that this is longer than my die. So I'm going to fold this in half lengthwise. We have a fold over here on this side, and then I'm going to fold it in half this way, and I'm going to place this, and I'm going to use the scallop trim portion of this die, and I'm going to line up my fold with one of the valleys on the scallop trim, and we're cutting off both edges, so it doesn't really matter which way you lay your salvage edge or your open edge. Okay, I'm going to put my cutting plate on top, sandwich that together, and let's take a big shot. And then what we've done is come out with two long pieces of the ribbon. Okay, so we have two 20-inch pieces of the scallop ribbon. Then we're going to take one of our new jumbo sticky rounds in the Holiday Mini, and these come 12 in a pack, and it makes it super easy to make these flowers. I'm going to peel off one of the layers. So this white layer is coming off. Sometimes the sticky stays on the white and the red will peel off, but either way it's fine. So I'm going to place this right here, and then I'm just going to start at the outside. This is super sticky. I'm going to start at the outside, layering my ribbon good side up, and I'm just going to pleat a little bit as we go around. Hello. Super sticky, like I said. So you're just going to add a little pleat going around. There's no sewing on this flower. They're super quick and easy. I like the smaller patterns when I'm making the fabric flowers, but you could use the larger patterns too if you like. Okay, now I've gone all the way around with my outside layer. So next I'm going to move in a little bit and start gathering it about a 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch in. And you can, if I turn over my sticky rounds, you can kind of see the different layers as they go in smaller. All right. Now, depending on how many pleats and how big your pleats are, you may use more or less fabric. Okay, so I've used up my first piece, so I'm going to take my next one. I'm just going to overlap a little bit and just keep going like it was one big long piece. And I'm just getting closer to the center. On this one may have a little extra fabric left, which is okay because I'll use that on the next one. So now I've gotten all the way to the center. I'm just going to cut off that last scallop kind of at an angle so it goes in. And next I'm just going to add a little button on the inside. And you can use hot glue to put this in, or I'm just going to use a couple glue dots that I have handy here. And just stick right in the center. If you want to add a little bit of ribbon in the middle to, or baker's twine to tie into your button, you can. And then all you do is peel off your flower, and it has all that sticky backing on, so you can add it to, you know, a hat or a card or another project, a fabric purse, anything that you want, you can add that to. If you don't want to do that, you can just punch a big circle. These sticky rounds are about 2.5 inches wide, so you can just cut a circle and stick it onto the cardstock backing. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's project, and we'll see you next time.